Hello everyone, welcome back to Game 6 of my Dominion League Season 55 match against CW Lemon. Boy, I said things in a completely different order this time than all the previous games. I'm up 3-2, so this is my chance to win a match instead of drawing it. But at least I can't lose the match. Sewer, okay, a great trasher generally, right? Any other trashers? Yes, Go Turd. Another collection game. Sailor is this like trasher that also gives you money and lets you play durations. Okay. Castles. I've never really played with castles, so like, they're a victory thing that you want a lot of somehow. And they do various things when you get them. Okay. I don't think that's relevant with collection in the kingdom. Horn of Plenty should be good. What's the draw here? Is it just Ghost Town? And it's not even really draw. Oh, what's Hasty? Horn of Plenty? Oh my god, that's horrible. Because you have to play it at the start of your next turn, and it'll just gain a copper. Okay, maybe you still have to play it because it is a nice gainer, but I think with collection you don't really need it. Where's the draw? Like, Ghost Town, the turn you buy it, it's kind of draw for the next turn, but after that it just breaks even. One turn you draw one less, the next turn you draw one more. So there isn't really any reliable draw here. Probably one of the castles draws, I guess. Nope. So, like, Sewer's Sailor presumably is good. You want to trash and get a collection thing going. And I guess with collection, Ghost Town is an okay source of draw. Like, if you could have a turn where you played 5 Ghost Towns and nothing else, and then next turn play 10 collections, you'd be very happy. You want one big turn, not... Pays 4 for Sewers. I mean, that's kind of weird, because you're telling me you're not going to buy a 4 next turn. You're telling me you don't want Sailor, or you can't buy it because you have a 5-2. But if you're playing coppers individually, this is the information you are trying not to leak, and you leaked it anyway. Goat Herd is... Draw? Oh. I missed that. That's probably more important than Sailor, right? It's going to draw so much in the early game. Later, not so much. But it's also trasher you can play potentially every turn instead of every other turn. The money from this, though, could let you get collections. And Sewers lets you trash a lot anyway. I think I'm going to go for a Sailor. See if I can get a head start on the 5s. Oh, here's something funny. If you play Mining Road into Horn of Plenty, Hasty won't go off. Or you could choose for it not to go off. You could play it this turn instead of next turn. You could defend yourself from the Hasty effect. Haha, draws nothing, sucker. If I'd played a Goat Herd, you'd be drawing 2 this turn. I don't think Artificer is that good. It's a gainer, which is nice, but gaining anything expensive is going to be pretty tough. I think I'm happy to pick up a collection because I want more, like, Goat Herds. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's hard to get much to go off from collection. You can't really draw that much. There's no discounts. But, like, still, if you can play 5 collections, which is not totally unreasonable, That's $10, and you get like 10 points for just buying a couple good actions like cartographers. I think you do want them. Do you want cartographer first? Nah. And now I'm happy to grab a goat herd, I think. What did opponent do? A silver? Huh. Okay. I guess because they didn't take sailor, they had no way to get 5, basically. Do I want another sailor? Sure, I can play it, right? Seems fine. This is a lot of trashing. But goat herd's trashing is optional, so it's like fine. I'm happy to trash 3 cards here. I hope this is opponent's goat herd turn again. It looks like it probably is, right? Unless it's one of these 2 cards. If so, I've been very lucky with lining up my sailors to be like trashing nothing on the turn there before they play goat herd. Like, that is to say, my trashing has not been happening on the turn before their goat herd turns, and it's been just sort of by luck. Not by any kind of skill. Ghost Town is not an action, so gaining it off of collection doesn't give you any points. Collection is when you gain actions. So Mining Road to gain and play collection doesn't like give you extra points that turn, but it lets you buy cartographers, which you want, and artificers, which are fine. I mean, cartographers aren't incredible or anything, but they are actions that don't get in the way, and they do something productive. Nice, got him again with the goat herd luck. Okay, trash this, trash this, trash this. Don't trash. Draw 1. Got him. Oh, draw 2. Because of sewers, of course. So $7. What could we do with that? Buy something that costs 5, I think. Unless I wanted 2 ghost towns. Seems bad. I think I'm trashing enough that I can just take a collection, right? Or I could take a mining road and use it to gain and play collections? Or horns? Yeah, let's take a mining road. Kind of weird, but it's worth a point as well, whereas collection wouldn't be. Not that that's a huge deal. Oh, this draws 1,000, right? Trash 3 cards. I'm feeling good about my position this game. By no means have I won, but I think I'm winning. Not by a lot, but by some. Just like by luck with the sailors. And it's not luck. It's not all luck, right? I did choose to buy sailor instead of goat herd early on. That has no bearing on like the fact that opponents' goat herds haven't been drawing very much until now. So that is luck. But it did help me pick up the early collection, which has been nice. And it let me actually play the second sailor I bought, and getting money out of sailors is nice. Okay, opponent chose to trash only once instead of twice. I'm probably going to want to get rid of the sailors before too long. Because, like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm never going to have a chance to do that. But the Dream deck is one that plays a ton of collections all at once, right? And a Sailor doesn't help with that. It gets in the way on the collection turn, and if you play it before the collection turn, then, well, you know, it gives you some money for the collection turn, which is nice. But if you can play a Ghost Town instead of a Sailor before the collection turn, then the Ghost Town can let you draw another collection to play. And then you could play like 6 of them on that turn instead of just 5. Now, I mean, is anybody really going to have a deck that's just like 6 collections and Ghost Towns? Probably not. So maybe for that reason the Sailors are fine to keep around. I thought I would maybe have enough money to buy a Horn of Plenty here. It turns out I don't. Because gaining and playing a Horn of Plenty would be insane right now. I could gain a treasure? I didn't know these... Okay, the split is not actually a type. It's displayed here as a type, but Humble Castle, for example, is not a split. It's not part of its types. Okay, so... Ghost Town doesn't do anything yet. The question is, am I spending my buy on Ghost Town because I dream of it like activating collections later? What else am I doing this turn? Because like Ghost Town, even if I play it now, does nothing. Because I'm already overdrawing the deck. I guess I could buy Ghost Town and then play it next turn? And don't play it this turn? Next turn, I mean, I have 2 collections. These are my 2 collections, aren't they? Or do I only have 1? Gains. Collection. I only have 1. Ah, okay. Everything I can buy kind of sucks, huh? I guess I buy the Ghost Town. And I choose not to play it. Well, actually I'm not even drawing my whole deck next turn, even with the Sailors in play. Okay, fine, I'll play it. I mean, I could if opponent trashed something, but I didn't know they were going to. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should have been more brave, more ambitious, not played the Ghost Town. My Sailors are pretty bad right now. Opponent gets Artificer. That's a little surprising to me. What are you discarding to it? I would have thought Cartographer? I guess it gives you money. Right. That's fine. But I think Cartographer to set up, like, your perfect next turn if you're not drawing everything. And if you are drawing everything, I guess maybe Artificer's better. I don't know. Maybe my deck is so bad that I'm thinking of Cartographer when it isn't really a Cartographer kind of day. What is this card? It's a copper, right? So we're certainly trashing this. And I think, I mean, I have what? For $10? I can gain and play Horn to gain collection, and then also buy Artificer or something? Or Cartographer? I don't think I'm trashing anything else. I need to get rid of these sailors. Okay, so gaining Horn. Is that really good? It can gain a 5 cost, right? That's better than collection can do. Yeah, gain Horn. Play it. For a collection. And then buy a Cartographer. Because my deck sucks. Cartographers are good for me. I don't know. Maybe Artificers are more important. Just as peddlers. But I still feel like there's this dream deck you set up where you want to draw like 5 collections, and also maybe you can have some ghost towns on the previous turn. And Cartographer is what can set that kind of hand up. Ghost Town seems fine. It's not an action, but yeah, I guess it right. If you what happens if you play a Ghost Town every other turn? It just breaks even, right? Except it's a village. What did opponent do? Buys and gains and plays Ghost Town. Okay, did they trash anything last turn? No, right? So Goat Herd does nothing. But it could trash a Sailor, which is good, I think. Oh, it does draw. They trashed 2 cards. I just couldn't find it in the... Ah, they're Goat Herds. Okay. Good. I know trashing the Sailor was optional. I wanted to get rid of it. These are both okay, I guess? Kind of planning to draw the deck anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Horn. For collection? Buy and play. Sure, whatever. I had permission to play it anyway. Because it's a night card. Because if you draw 1 extra card at the start of your turn, and that card is a Ghost Town, then you play it, and you're kind of down to 5 non-Ghost Town cards. So you're just playing 5 cards every turn, but you start with an extra action. So it's like a half a village. Except that on the turn you actually gain it, it's better than that, because it gives you a card next turn and doesn't cost a card this turn. I have my Ghost Towns all on the same turn, which I think long-term is what I want, but isn't actually something I'm guaranteed right now. Because on my non-Ghost Town turns, I just draw whatever garbage. Wow. It's a lot of money. All the Ghost Towns, please. Trash the copper. It's helping Horn of Plenty, but not enough to matter. The important thing is just that I don't have it in the deck anymore. Also, I have another, it turns out. Goat Herd, huh? Do I want that on top of my deck? I don't think so. I think opponents pretty much... Actually, wait, they have 1,000,000 cards. I don't think they're going to be trash... Oh, they should trash silvers, maybe. But even at that, it just replaces itself unless they trash 2 of them. So I think we get rid of this. When I gain a card, I can play it this turn. So I can take another collection, right? And take, like, 3 Artificers? 2 Artificers and a Ghost Town? I know it's offset, but I just need, I don't know, more turns where I have good cards. More where I can draw. I need to draw more every turn, which means if there's a chance to buy a Ghost Town, even if it only helps me for like 1 turn, I'm taking it. Because that's 1 turn, which is more than no turns. I'm kind of surprised you haven't ever found a chance to trash this silver. They did trash the silver this turn, but they chose not to trash 2. They needed, I guess, the silver to draw them stuff, the rest of these Artificers. So if I'm mining road for collections, I can still gain an Artificer, right? Decent chunk of points. Keeps the deck sort of under control. I think I'd probably trash the Goat Herd, right? Opponent's not going to be trashing much anymore. It means I'm stuck with a Sailor, but I think that's better than being stuck with a Goat Herd. My Heart of Plenty's in here, isn't it? I don't think I played it last turn. Yeah. It's probably good. I should have a perfectly fine variety of things in play. Wow, I actually managed to Artificer for a Ghost Town. That's nice. Sure. Oh, because it goes to top of your deck. Sure, I guess. You gained new information there from what you were drawing. But it was the card on top of your deck, so I'll allow it. I think opponent was expecting Artificer to gain Ghost Town to hand, but it doesn't do that. Did opponent trash anything? This time, actually, no. In some sense, every card in this deck that isn't a collection is just bloat, right? I mean, that's not quite true. But if it doesn't draw something, and it's not a collection, you're unhappy with it. Okay, get this shit out. Oh, hang on. I get to... Okay. I do get to draw one of these cards with Artificer. But I think the one I want is Cartographer, and then I'll see what I get. I guess if I hit Copper, that's kind of upsetting. Maybe I want to make sure I can get the Mining Road. Like, I can choose to draw one of these with the Cartographer. I guess that's pretty good. Mining Road to gain and play Horn of Plenty, is that good? Not anymore. Well, it can gain you Cartographers. But they're not collections, right? I was just saying everything that's not a collection and doesn't draw is bad. And the Artificers are good. I guess you can gain those. I think setting up the Cartographer turn is the most... Using Cartographer to set up collection turns is the most important, and these are getting in the way of that. So I don't think I really want that anymore. So maybe I just choose to draw a collection and then set up my next turn. Those are fine to keep on top. In any order. I mean, if I gain a treasure, I can play it, and then, but I don't want any treasures, right? They're horrible. So I'm just gaining Artificer this turn, or just Cartographer? I think Cartographer is incredible. I could gain Horn and then gain Cartographer, right? I can pick up a free-ish Horn. Or no, I get two of these, right? One from Horn and one from buys. Okay, let's just take one of each. How can that be wrong? And of course a Ghost Town. I say that like that's a joke, right? Of course it can be wrong to gain one of each. Probably one of them is best, and you should just take two of those. But I don't know, a little extra money isn't bad. And the like setting up your deck thing only helps a little bit, or helps once or twice over the course of a turn. There's no way I can trash this Sailor, right? I don't see a way I can do it. So I might as well just play it. These cards are all fine. Now the question is, do we actually intentionally not draw our collections here to seed them for the next hand? That's a thing we could do. Right? But I can already have a 4 collection turn right now. Why am I trying to set up for like a 5 collection turn next turn, right? So discard like 2 of these and draw the rest? I like where this is going. So how am I in terms of ending the game? Is it possible right now? Ghost Towns and Artificers are close. What would it cost to empty them? I mean, more than I have, right? Because I could Horn 1 Artificer. Then I would need 5 plus 12 is 17. I have only 11. But I would have enough buys. So I want to make sure opponent can't win, but I don't think they can. I think I just take, like, Artificers and Ghost Towns to run down the piles and also have a great turn next turn. Sure, go ahead and play it. Like, how do you win from here? I don't think you have enough collections that you can play. If you can, I'll be embarrassed. But I'm up 15. And you have to spend some of your gains on ghost towns, which aren't even worth points? It's hard to imagine, right? Meanwhile, I have an 8-card hand coming up. I don't know. Can you Artificer for 1 ghost town? You can, but still 15 seems very hard. I'm player 1, so if you could draw, that would be... You'd probably be okay with that. Because if you don't end the game now, I am winning. So you should take a draw. If you can't get a win, but you can get a draw, you should take it. So if you spend 6 here to pile out, you have $9 left. You can get 15 points buying fishing villages. That's a draw. Right? Wow, that's closer than I thought it was. Yep, okay, GG. That's a surprise ending. I mean, I didn't think opponent had enough consistency to hit the 5 collections. Apparently they did, or they just got lucky, not sure. Well, nice match. We did win 3.5 to 2.5 at least. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for the next match.